Good evening and welcome to Poland Daily. I'm Nicholas Richardson and this is the news. The developing story of high-profile political corruption took another turn today as the District Court of Warsaw released Mr. Sławomir Nowak from prison. Mr. Nowak was a colleague of former Prime Minister Donald Tusk, a minister in his government and head of the Ukrainian Road Authority. Last year, Kiev produced the corruption charges and since July 2020, Nowak has been in detention. The Warsaw Court's decision to free Nowak came as a shock to the prosecutors.
Sławomir Nowak might look like a model, but years ago he was one of the most promising ministers in the Donald Tusk government. Now he's being prosecuted for committing several corrupt acts, including accepting bribes for the awarding of contracts for the construction and repair of roads in Ukraine, as well as money laundering. Journalists established that the judge, Agnieszka Domanska, who freed Nowak, is a part of the Justicia organization that opposes the current government. Last Friday, former Prime Minister Donald Tusk appeared on national television and called the Nowak arrest political. There is a question whether Mr. Tusk's aggressive and baseless accusation on TV and the action of the judiciary are connected. For months, we got completely different verdicts based on the same facts. Nowak paid the court a 1 million Polish zloty bail, is under police supervision, and under a ban on leaving the country. The remaining suspects in the investigation of the district prosecutor's office in Warsaw are also at large, including a friend of the former minister Jacek P., who is also a suspect and a key witness for the prosecutor's office, as his explanations contributed to the presentation of further charges against Nowak. Making this case a political one will not help to solve it. Moreover, we will see the lawyers arguing that the bad law and justice regime is prosecuting poor innocent Sławomir Nowak. Sławomir Nowak is famous for his scandals and high-level political ties. The question is what or who influenced the decision to set it free.
And now another highly contested transaction. Several weeks ago we reported that PKN Orlen, the Polish petrochemical giant, had purchased a national press distribution network and over 20 local papers published across Poland. Today, the District Court of Warsaw accepted the motion of the Polish Ombudsman, Adam Bodnar, who opposes the current government, to suspend Orlen from exercising its proprietary rights over the press. Adam Bodnar's term expired last September, and the Constitutional Tribunal is about to determine whether he still legally occupies that post. The Polish government is receiving more coronavirus vaccines than previously expected and plans to speed up the vaccination process as a result. People born in 1962 may register today to receive the first dose of the vaccine.
Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki visited a vaccination center in Gliwice in the Śląskie province, where the highest number of coronavirus infections has been reported. Morawiecki emphasized that the government intends to carry out 20 million vaccinations by the end of April. As you can see, as we previously announced, that between 5.5 and 7 million doses will be delivered. However, we may expect even higher numbers at the end of April. This means that we will be able to vaccinate about 6 million citizens with the first dose. As the supplies increase in May and June, we will accelerate the vaccination program. 900,000 people over 60 signed up for vaccinations in the last 10 days. The registration of those born in 1962 has also started today. The list has been open since midnight, and we already have over 64,000 people registered. According to the calendar of the Ministry of Health, people born in 1973 will be able to register for vaccinations on April 24th. In total, over 100,000 patients have been vaccinated against COVID-19 at the National Hospital and at the Ministry of the Interior and Administration. The National Hospital is vaccinating approximately 3,000 patients a day, precisely from 3,300 to 3,500. At the hospital at Wołoska Street, the turnover is slower, but they also treat coronavirus patients. I've done it to keep my family healthy. This is necessary. We all need to come out of this, and everyone should get vaccinated. I have to. I have grandchildren, and I want to live. To speed up vaccination, the government has introduced additional vaccination points. In each region or city with the region status, on average, 2 large vaccination points are to operate. At common vaccination centers located in cities of up to 50,000 residents, approximately 200 injections will be given each day. Points in cities over 50,000 residents are to have the capacity for 500 doses.
Otrzymaliśmy od wojewody pismo wytyczne.
The head of provincial administration sent us a letter on 29th of March demanding that the city of Warsaw set up the vaccination points, and the city of Warsaw will open such points. There are 13 locations, but the city needs a confirmation from the National Health Fund.
Weryfikację tych punktów przez Narodowy Fundusz Zdrowia.
You may register for vaccinations via the 24/7 free helpline by calling 989 or through the link patient.gov.pl or by sending an SMS with the text "Szczepimy się" to the number +48 664 908 556.
According to the most recent coronavirus data provided by the Ministry of Health, over 12,000 new coronavirus cases were detected from 60,000 tests conducted, and a further 61 patients have died. According to officials, the new trend in statistics will be more apparent on Wednesday, when they hope to see the infection curve start to flatten.
The highest number of infections is reported in the districts of Śląskie, Mazowieckie, and Dolnośląskie. The total number of infections recorded has increased to nearly 2,590,000 and deaths to almost 58,500. 42,497 doses of the vaccines were administered yesterday. In total, more than 7,687,000 vaccinations have been carried out. 5,600,000 first doses and 2,100,000 second doses, meaning those people are considered to be fully protected from coronavirus.
Tension continues to rise in the Donbas region of Ukraine. Reservists from Kiev's territorial defence units practiced urban warfare drills on Saturday, April the 10th, as the potential for conflict with Russia shows no sign of de-escalation. Yulia Mendel, spokeswoman for Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky, said in an interview today that the Ukrainian leader had so far tried and failed to speak to President Putin about the matter.
Dozens of men and women brushed up their skills during an area clearing operation held in urban terrain outside Ukraine's capital. The scenario also included a vehicle search at the improvised checkpoint. Since April 6, Ukraine's armed forces have announced large-scale military drills for reservists in southern regions bordering the Crimean Peninsula, annexed from Ukraine by Russia in 2014. The announcements were made as Kiev and Moscow traded blame over the worsening situation in the eastern Donbas region. Yulia Mendel, spokeswoman for the Ukrainian president, said that Russia has massed over 40,000 troops on Ukraine's eastern border and another 40,000 more in Crimea, a much higher figure than those disclosed by the head of Ukraine's armed forces to the parliament only a month ago. Zelensky is due to head to Paris for talks on Russian aggression, the buildup of their troops, and the escalation in Donbas, Mendel added.
That's the news. Thank you for watching. Stay with us for the weather, Poland Daily Business, and more programmes. But from me, it's have a good night and a better tomorrow.